Swapna, Sandeshkhali has been at the centre of a political storm for nearly a month, and today the National Commission for Scheduled Castes submitted its report to President Draupadi Murmu after its visit to Sandeshkhali. The NCSC delegation probed allegations of sexual abuse by scores of women against local Trinamool leader Shah Jahan Sheikh and his associates. Now, in its report, the NCSC panel has recommended the imposition of President's rule in West Bengal to safeguard the rights of the scheduled castes. Also, the Supreme Court has received a petition. It demands a special investigation into the cases of violence in Sandeshkhali, either by the Special Investigation Team or the Central Bureau of Investigation. Primarily because complaints of the Sandeshkhali women, that for your information also includes other kinds of transgressions such as land grabbing and non-payment of dues, have been left unheard by the state and its law enforcement. The culprits have undoubtedly enjoyed political protection that put them beyond the reach of the law. Why isn't the Mamata Banerjee government taking corrective action against the Trinamool strongman Sheikh Shah Jahan and his foot soldiers who've turned Sandeshkhali into hell for women? This brings us to the big question that we'll be posing today to our panel. Is the Bengal government guilty of a cover-up in Sandeshkhali?
शाहजहां जो वेस्ट बंगाल का माननीय मुख्यमंत्री है, उनका नेतृत्व में हर एक जगह में संदेशखाली बना के उन्होंने रखा है। जो हिंदू महिला है, चुन चुन के कौन देखने में सुंदर है, कौन का उम्र कम है, उन सबको ले जाके उनके साथ प्रताड़ना करते थे।
यहाँ पर मुख्यमंत्री एक महिला है, उसके बावजूद बहनों पर इतना अत्याचार होना, उनको घर से उठा ले जाना, उनके पतियों की जान की धमकी देकर उनको कई दिनों तक अपने पास बंदी बनाकर उनके साथ दुराचार करना, ये तो मानवता की हत्या करने बराबर है।
যাদেরকে রাতের অন্ধকারে ভয় দেখিয়ে, স্বামীকে পিটিয়ে, ছেলেকে মেরে, যাদেরকে রাত্রেবেলায় ভোগ করার জন্য নিয়ে আসা হতো পার্টি অফিসে, তারা কি বাংলার মহিলা নয়? তাই বাংলার মুখ্যমন্ত্রী যে বেঙ্গলি কুইন অফ ক্রুয়েলটি।
আপনারা জানেন, জীবনে আমি কোনো অন্যায়কে কোনোদিন প্রশ্রয় দিইনি, এবং আমি ইনিশিয়েটিভ নিয়ে যারা মুখে মাস্ক পরে পরে ছবি তুলছে, ধরাও পড়েছে বিজেপির কর্মী, কিভাবে তারা বাইরে থেকে নিয়ে এসে একটা এলাকাকে অশান্ত করার চেষ্টা করেছে। পুলিশেরও একটা মহিলা টিম আছে, ঘরে ঘরে যাচ্ছে কার কি অভিযোগ শুনতে, শুনে এসে রিপোর্ট করার পর যদি কারো প্রবলেম থাকে সেটা নিয়ে নিশ্চয়ই আমরা কাজ করব। সন্দেশখালী আজকে নতুন নয়, ওখানে RSS এর একটা বাসা আছে, 7-8 বছর আগেও দাঙ্গা হয়েছিল ওখানে।
मैडम, अभी आराम से जो कानून में है, आराम से आप राष्ट्रपति शासन के लिए सुपारिश कर सकता है, क्योंकि बंगाल का हालात अभी इतना खराब है।
All right, so remember the NCSC submitted its report to the President today, and earlier during the day I also spoke to Ms. Anju Bala, who's an honourable member of the NCSC. Listen in to this exclusive conversation as she sheds light on the shocking findings of the NCSC in Sandeshkhali. Today, that much-awaited report has finally been submitted to the Honourable President. Do share with us the findings of that report.
नमस्कार
जी, नमस्ते।
और मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहती हूँ कि सभी मीडिया का, क्योंकि अगर आप सभी इस न्यूज़ को नहीं दिखाते तो शायद आज जो फैक्ट हमारे सामने आए हैं वो नहीं आते। क्योंकि जब हम कल गए थे और हम लोगों, क्योंकि हम परसों इवनिंग में पहुंच गए थे, मिसबिहेव तो हमारे साथ भी हुआ, फिर भी हमने उसे इग्नोर किया, क्योंकि हमारा टारगेट था उन लोगों से मिलना, एक्चुअल रिपोर्ट क्या है। क्योंकि जैसे अभी तक हमारे सामने आ रहा था और जो सरकार बोल रही है कि ये कुछ ऐसा हुआ ही नहीं है और इसे एक पॉलिटिक्स एंगल से देखा जा रहा है, लेकिन जब हम घटना स्थल पर पहुंचे और उन हमारी जो बहनें हैं, उन्होंने जब हमसे बात की और दिल में वो फवक फवक के रो रही थी, और एक अंदर से एक अंतरात्मा होती है ना, वो हिल जाती है, और तकलीफ हो रही थी जब वो मुझे हाथ पकड़ के मेरा छोड़ नहीं रही थी कि आप छोड़ के मत जाइए हमको, आप चले जाएंगे तो ये हमको मार देंगे। तो आप महसूस कर सकते हैं कि वो दहशत क्या होगी, क्या क्या उन्होंने मुझे नहीं बताया, उन्होंने कैसे बताया कि मैं हम लोग इवनिंग में हमको वो पकड़ कर ले जाते हैं, हमारी एक अपनी लाइफ है वो खत्म हो चुकी है, और अगर हस्बैंड कुछ कहते हैं उसको धमकी दे दी जाती है कि अगर तुमने जबान भी खोली तो तुम्हारे लिए अच्छा नहीं होगा। तो ये इस तरीके का माहौल, दहशत का माहौल है। किस माहौल में हमारी महिलाएं वहां जी रही हैं, अभी तो बहुत सारी चीजें आपके सामने नहीं आई हैं जो हम लोग अभी देख के आ रहे हैं, और वही सारा इशू लेके हम लोग आज माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी से हमने मुलाकात की है, और हमने पूरा फुल कमीशन हम गए थे, और कमीशन ने अपनी रिपोर्ट सबमिट करते हुए हमने एनुअल रिपोर्ट सबमिट के साथ साथ में
जी
आज हमने ये पूरी रिपोर्ट वहां की दी है जो घटना वहां पे हुई है, और राष्ट्रपति शासन लागू होने के बारे में भी हमने कहा, और हमें माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी ने आश्वासन भी दिलाया है कि इसमें हम जल्द कार्रवाई करेंगे और प्रधानमंत्री जी से भी
जी
इस विषय में बात करेंगे।
जी
लेकिन सिचुएशन तो ठीक नहीं है।
अंजू जी, माननीय राष्ट्रपति जी भी एक महिला हैं, आप भी एक महिला हैं। मैं आपसे जानना चाहूँगी, आपकी रिपोर्ट की फाइंडिंग्स में पुलिस ने बहुत ही लापरवाही वाला एटीट्यूड अडॉप्ट किया हुआ था। ये भी रिपोर्ट्स इंडिकेट कर रही हैं कि महिलाओं से मेडिकल एविडेंस मांगा जा रहा था, उनके साथ जो जिस तरह का शोषण किया गया उसके लिए। आप हमसे शेयर कर सकती हैं उस रिपोर्ट की फाइंडिंग्स जो इंडिकेट करते हैं कि वेस्ट बंगाल पुलिस की किस तरह लापरवाही की वजह से भी ये सब चलता आ रहा था।
ये बिल्कुल आपने सही बात कही है, और इसमें अगर सही कहें, अगर लापरवाही पुलिस की ही नहीं होती, सरकार की ही
जी
है, क्योंकि सरकार का ही प्रशासन होता है, और उनको पूरा उधर से कहेंगे तो सपोर्ट सिस्टम उनका बहुत स्ट्रांग है। क्योंकि जब हम लोग अपना ही हम बता रहे हैं, उनके साथ क्या हुआ होगा आप हमारे साथ जब बीता है तो उसमें एहसास कर सकती हैं। क्योंकि एक महिला होने के नाते जब हम लोग उनसे मिलके भी आ रहे हैं, और हम लोगों ने ये सारी व्यथा पुलिस, क्योंकि हमारा कमीशन का एक रूल होता है, जब हम लोग स्पॉट विजिट पे जाते हैं उसके बाद हमारी जो भी प्रशासन होता है उनके साथ मीटिंग होती है।
जी
हम लोग जब मीटिंग करने के लिए वहाँ जो लोकल उनका थाना था वहीं पे उनके जो आईजी थे, डीआईजी थे, सभी को आना था, एसपी थे, डीएम थे। तो जब हम लोग वहां पे पहुंचे तो वहाँ 3-4 ऑफिसर तो खड़े थे, आईपीएस ऑफिसर थे, लेकिन उन्होंने एकदम से इग्नोर किया, मुंह फेर लिया, हमसे बात नहीं की, और वो ऐसा उनको ऐसा लग रहा था पता नहीं हम लोग कहाँ से आ गए हैं। हम लोग तो जो भी था प्रोटोकॉल के तहत हम गए हैं।
जी
अगर वो उनका रवैया कमीशन के प्रति ऐसा है
जी
तो ये नेचुरल सी बात है कि वहां उनके साथ क्या हो रहा है, उनके साथ रेप हो रहा है,
जी
रोज उनको लेके जा रहे हैं, उनको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, और मिसबिहेव करने में या उनसे कैसे कैसे प्रश्न वो पूछ सकते हैं। कौन आएगा थाने में, कौन अपनी बात रखेगा, वो उस लेवल तक उनको पहुंचने ही नहीं देती है जो पुलिस है। इसीलिए आप जब कभी देखेंगे, हम गूगल में सर्च करेंगे तो वेस्ट बंगाल के आपको आंकड़े नहीं नजर आएंगे
जी,
कि
बिल्कुल
वहाँ
सही
रेप
कहा
का
आपने।
घटना या और कोई एससी के प्रति, क्योंकि वो तो एफआईआर दर्ज ही नहीं होने देते।
All right, so as Anju Bala was highlighting to our viewers right now, there seems to be a fear psychosis that's being kicked in as far as the women of Sandeshkhali is concerned. What also explains the barricading of Sandeshkhali, which is why that brings us to the question today, is the Bengal government guilty of a cover-up in Sandeshkhali? Let me introduce my panelists today. I'm joined in by Professor Geeta Bhatt, who is an academician. I'm also joined in by Saira Shah Halim, who's an author and activist. Also joined in by Shatrupa, who's a spokesperson for West Bengal BJP. Also joined in by Riju Datta, who's a spokesperson for the TMC. Many thanks to all our esteemed panelists for joining in. Professor Bhatt, if I could begin with you. The National Commission for Scheduled Castes, as we all know, has also been highlighted by Arun Haldar, is a constitutional body, not a political one. So, when such a body demands precedent's rule in Bengal, what does it speak of the lawlessness that's currently prevailing in Bengal?
Well, it is actually very much indicating, Akansha, that the state of West Bengal is in a state of anarchy. And it is very unfortunate that the state machinery and the state police is actually acting like a private army of the chief minister and the TMC. I mean, one is appalled to see that in 21st century in India, in where there is, where we are talking of women who are leading in every foray, whether it is science or technology or whether it is business or anywhere in state of West Bengal, women are being targeted in Sandeshkhali in such a pathetic way, and especially when you know that the population there is more than 50% population is those of SC and STs. And the commissions, the commission going over there and they recommending that there should be a president rule, it just shows that it is in, this what the mess that has been created. And it seems that Mamata Banerjee, who herself, came to power, rather rode to power when she protested against, against at that time the CPI government, and said that the chief minister should resign and there should be a president's rule. That is what she had said during the Nandigram protest. And today it is the same circle. She is riding the same road which the CPM had taken. So it is the same, culture that all the goons who are working against the woman over there, and how especially Hindu women are being targeted. And these are the testimonies of these women who have come out. Imagine when they are facing so much of threat to their life, to the lives of their children.
Right.
Courage. Test. And imagine they are coming out, it is their testimonies that we are being targeted because we are Hindus, and we are being taken away at nights and being called into the TMC office. I mean, how can a woman, a chief minister, and on top of that, a woman chief minister sleep at night? When this is the state of lawlessness and women are being targeted like this in her state.
Saira, right.
The fashionable glorified MPs of TMC. Where is the
Geeta, you've made a very valid point. I'm going to, in fact, request you to hold on to those thoughts, because I'm going to take a cue from what you just said and take it forward. Saira, violence and politics, as we've often seen in Bengal, overlaps. But Sandeshkhali is the lowest point, what we've been witnessing over the last few days. It was the female factor, ironically, that carried Mamata Banerjee to victory in the West Bengal Assembly polls of 2021. But today we've seen an ally like Congress also being blocked from gaining access to Sandeshkhali. How do you assess Mamata Banerjee's own stance, who till some days ago was preaching for justice for female wrestlers?
Right. So it's ironic, Akansha, that, Mamata Banerjee is the only woman chief minister in the country. And if you look at her past record, whenever there's been a major rape case, I'm citing the Park Street rape case, she said it's a fabricated case. Now here, these scores of women have, are actually giving out very compelling tales of sexual torture, and land grabbing and physical abuse for years. And this has been going on for years on end. And, the main accused, Sheikh Jahajan, is on the run. So if the political will is there, and if you're a woman chief minister especially, I feel that justice should be meted out. And it shouldn't be because I am at a political post and I can afford to get lackadaisical. So now I know that there's a TMC spokesperson also, and I'm sure he'll agree with me that here we need to stand up for the women, irrespective of our political stance, irrespective of our political ideology, because here women are the ones, they are the sufferers, they're the victims here, and justice needs to be meted out. This is a heinous crime. The main accused, is on the run. The people are absconding. So who's going to look at that? Now here is very important not to say Hindu women. I will say they are poor, impoverished women who have been victim of this heinous crime and has been for years. And I feel that they need justice. We should communalize it. But yes, as a gender activist, as a women's rights activist, I'm going to speak up, regarding the horrors that is unfolding in Sandeshkhali. And it's good that this crime has, come to light so that, we can kind of do justice to whatever is happening.
Shadrupa, if I could bring you in on that note, the West Bengal Chief Minister has also alleged that Sandeshkhali has become a hotbed of communal riots in recent years, also because RSS is having a significant base in the area. How do you respond to allegations that your party is pursuing this matter along sectarian lines?
No, first of all, Akanksha, responding to the Honorable Chief Minister, just because she is the Chief Minister becomes a waste of time, because she is a compulsive liar and she cooks up things with a figment of her imagination. So, it's really no point. But I would really like to thank you and my previous two speakers at the sensitivity which all three of you have shown to the women of Sandeshkhali, irrespective of whichever party, whichever creed, whichever religion they may belong to. Having said that, there are certain things which are coming up. I have been doing shows from the evening, but I am appalled at the lack of sensitivity all over. Beyond, there are certain political parties who are saying it doesn't really matter. They're putting it at a completely different angle. But this is one show. I'm really touched by the way you people are discussing it. Number one, the first speaker who said, Anjuji, she talked about the police, which becomes a very big factor here. The women who have gone on record, not one, not two, there are hundreds of women residents there, they have gone on record saying that the first people we went to, the first people we sought refuge was the police. Which is natural. You and I also, if there is a problem, the first person we would talk to is the police. The police have turned down and told them in Bangla, Amra jani na, dadara jane, which means police doesn't know. Only the dadas, which means the 2-3 hoodlums, Shahjahan and his 2 henchmen, they know. Unless they say, the police will not take action. Number one. Police have been callous repeatedly. Police, even women police, have shown utter insensitivity. Even now, when the first speaker Anjuji was talking, she would have told you, is there in her report, that the police were there while these women were being questioned. So they were, fear struck. There is one big story that the Trinamool is coming up with, that there is a 10-member police who have gone and inquired and have gone door to door. Yes, there was a team and they have gone door to door and they have threatened. Each and every woman was threatened that if you open your mouth again, like Shahjahan and his 2 henchmen have done, beaten up the male members of your house, burning down shops and ruining their crops, that is what is going to happen.
Shatrupa,
so
what's equally distressing?
Right now what we are going through. One last sentence.
Right, sure,
now, in this kind of a dismal state that the residents of West Bengal are in, let me tell you, Sandeshkhali is the tip of the iceberg. And we have a woman chief minister who not only is not at all bothered, she spends the end of a budget session, mind you, the closing session of the budget session of Vidhan Sabha, to accuse BJP and RSS, out of all people, to create this kind of a situation in Sandeshkhali, when all these women have gone on record saying that we are Trinamool. These women are saying that they are part of Trinamool, they supported the party, they want Didi, the Honorable Chief Minister, to come and stand by them, understand their plight. But the Chief Minister is in denial. She would rather sit back and blame it on BJP, on RSS and anybody, but it's never her fault.
All right, Reju Datta, a host of allegations, not just from the women there, but the women panel also that you are seeing over there. Ma Mati Manush, that is the slogan coined by your party. Your party takes pride in it. And today, the sentiment on ground zero, I can tell you, because CNN News 18 has been covering day by day everything that's happening in Bengal. And let me tell you, the sentiment on ground zero is Rakshak hi Bhakshak ban gaya. Only because the women could not be heard by the police, the law enforcement. Even more distressing is the fact that the State Women's Commission only turned a deaf ear.
Okay, Akanksha, I have been nothing but polite. I have heard everybody.
Sure,
and
they've been polite too.
Women, and I hope the women on the panel, with all due respect, will give me the courtesy of time. Now, let me start off by, before going into Sandeshkhali, Akanksha, let me start off with a disclaimer. I applaud Shatrupaji for coming on this channel as the BJP spokesperson. The other panelist here, with all due respect, as an activist, is Ms. Shaira Sahalim, who contested on a CPM ticket from Baliganj constituency. Ms. Professor Geeta Bhatt is a member of NCWED, if I am not wrong, appointed by the BJP. And Anju Bala, whose introduction you showed before, was an ex-MP from UP, as per NCRB, the rape capital of India, where she posed blind.
Let's not insult constitutional bodies. No. Rejo, let's not insult constitutional bodies over here. They are not political. They are not political. Please. Answer my
political.
question. Why
I
didn't
will
the
not
law
go into
enforcement
Sandeshkhali.
take
I will go
action
into
on
Sandeshkhali.
time? No. You are
Thank you,
digressing
Akansha.
from my
Thank you.
question.
No,
Riju,
I will
my
give
question
you-
is very basic. Why didn't the
Absolutely.
law enforcement do their job? Why didn't the State Women's Commission do their job? The law enforcement said that we did not receive any reports from the State Women's Commission. There have been no complaints so far. They've in fact gone on to file complaints against the relatives of those women. Your chief minister is questioning the integrity of the women. It's shameful.
Okay. Now, no, Akanksha, I will make 4 humble points and then everybody can
Sure,
answer.
please go ahead.
First point number 1. Like Saira ji said, like Shatorupa ji said, that these atrocities, these so-called atrocities have been committed on these women for years. We live in a day of social media. The BJP observer of that area, Vikas Singh, is arrested. The ex-CPM MLA has been arrested. So before 1 month prior to now women being vocal, why CPM, BJP or Congress never stood for the women of Sandeshkhali? Why didn't these people raise their
Well, when they stand up for the women of Sandeshkhali, you do not let them enter. All right. Okay, Shatrupa Saira, please, let Riju finish his point. Sure, Riju, I give you another minute to finish your point before I go.
Thank you. That was my first point. My second point is this. Shah Jahan and his so-called henchmen as per the BJP are not in question anymore. They're nowhere to be found. They're absconding, right? The governor visited the women of Sandeshkhali, the National Commission of Women visited, the State Commission of Women visited. Like Shatorupa ji said, there is a DIG level officer with a 10 women officer team that are going door to door. Why has the women of Sandeshkhali now has not given a formal written complaint of sexual torture or rape? Because
you
people
were asking them for medical evidence. How does a woman prove that she's been raped 6 months after the incident?
Please don't cut into my time.
And please make sensible points, Riju.
I'm making a sensible point. Nobody has asked them of that. It is the BJP narrative. I'm saying this on record. 3 women complained of land grabbing, and one of our representatives of Trinamool Congress, Uttam Sardar, has been arrested by Mamta Banerjee. She has done a Raj Dharma.
Where is Sheikh Shah Jahan?
Ask Shubhendu Adhikari, because the BJP leader of opposition in front of the media has said not once but thrice that I know the whereabouts of Sheikh Shah Jahan. So the media should ask him where is Sheikh Shah Jahan. And point number 4, my last and humble point. If Sandeshkhali was such an uproar, why is, which is exposed now, BJP MLA Miss Agnimitra Paul, speaking to a journalist, has categorically said on audio that we will go to Sandeshkhali and turn it into a riot-like situation like Shingur and Nandigram. Why? This is out in the open. You have to understand.
All right, Riju, you've said what you had to. No, you have still not answered my question. Why the deaf ear turned by the law enforcement agency and the State Women's Commission? Now, on that note, let's also give Saira also a chance to come up with a rebuttal. I'm sure Shatrupa also wants to say something in response to everything that
there have been allegations of the law enforcement agencies here who are collaborating with rowdy elements in the area. Can we deny that? And here, why would the special task force be allowed to even come in and probe these allegations? Because here there is a severity to the allegation, because the allegations are ghastly, they're shocking. So many women who are trying to hide their face, some have withheld this, they've been, some have requested, please withdraw my statement. And here we need to understand that these women have been tortured for years. There's a simmering anger.
Yes.
And it has come to light because of the various scams that have got unearthed by the various, agencies, be it ED, be it CBI. So because of this reason, the women have mustered up the courage to even talk about the atrocities that they've been facing all these years. Otherwise, they were asked to hush up the matter. They were asked to keep quiet. And I think it's appalling if these atrocities are going on and women have to hide whatever is
Whatever
happening.
you-
because
whatever you
of the
think.
fear.
Shatrupa,
Because of fear.
no. 99% of rape cases in our own country have gone unreported because of social stigma and because of the fear of retaliation. Shatrupa, I want to know from you, do you see that same kind of fear psychosis, those intimidation tactics now come into play, especially when it comes to these women of Sandeshkhali?
Akanksha, I missed the question in between because the audio went.
No,
but I'm still
so
going to
I'm
go
talking
ahead and
about
answer
the
this.
fear psychosis. We all know data, in fact, highlights how most of the rape cases go unheard, are not reported because of the fear psychosis at play, fear of retaliation. And that is something that we are clearly seeing play out in Sandeshkhali as well.
Yes. I just want to say that either Riju has not gone to Sandeshkhali. I mean, obviously he hasn't because nobody has gone from Trinamool. They took some 45 days to even go to that region. Or Riju has not seen the visuals. So he's talking out of his hat. Number one, what I forgot to mention was, I mean, I was talking about a lot of things. What I didn't mention was, irrespective of religious and creed or caste or whatever their background may be, one thing was common in this harassment. The women have said that Shah Jahan and his two henchmen used to specifically identify women with their physical features. They would point out and say that, okay, she's young, she has so and so physical features, so therefore she is to stay back after the meeting is over. These comments are not made by a BJP spokesperson.
I'm just relieved that you actually ruled out the communal angles over here.
Up enough courage now, after 10 to 13 years, now that Shah Jahan is absconding, now they are talking. They weren't talking before. And unfortunately for Riju, possibly he doesn't know that unlike these people's MLA, Nusrat Jahan, they have no access to social media. They don't go around making TikTok videos. They can't even muster up enough courage to say what has happened to them, leave alone talking about rape. They may have been saying that there are certain cases of rape. And in fact, I was made to answer on another national channel that that there has been no proof of rape. I mean, come on, does rape have to be the final crime all the time? Here, ordinary women, illiterate women, poor women are getting manhandled, heckled, called to office, their party office beyond normal hours, and if they don't go and provide the necessary entertainment, as these women are saying, for years together, their men get harassed, their shops get burnt, their houses get razed down. Now, one more thing, Riju kept on mentioning Shubhendu Da. Yes, Shubhendu Adhikari has gone on record giving, on the media 3 floating locations of Sheikh Shah Jahan. Now, if the police were really interested, why did they not pick up these locations? We who've been watching television almost every day, we are seeing more of channels, national channels, regional camera, different kind of interviewers, bloggers, everybody there, but we don't see a single policeman there.
Fair enough. A very pertinent question. A very pertinent question.
He's talking about Agnimitra Paul. Agnimitra Paul has said nothing. That is not to be said right now. Yes, she has said that we who have been with the leading opposition in West Bengal, 2.80 lakh people have voted for us. It is our duty to stand by these harassed women.
Absolutely.
So we are going to be
Absolutely.
there.
That's why I want to hear what Riju has to say. No, let's also hear what Riju has to say.
I appeal to Riju and the other
the
people
female
who are
electorate
to
of
us,
your
to
state
channel.
is
Please
what that
feel
carried.
For these women.
Right.
It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter about their political lineage. It doesn't matter
you've
which
made your
political
point
party
amply
they are backing.
clear,
Which
crystal
for
clear.
the record, they are saying that they're Trinamool.
Right.
And they want
Let's
to
also
keep
listen
the
in from
female
Riju.
chief minister.
Shatrupa,
The
give him
only
time.
woman chief
Shatrupa,
minister
give
of
him
India.
time. Give
She
him
come and
time to
intervene.
speak up.
But she
Riju,
goes around saying
I would like to say that now should be the hour where your party should in fact be unified
West Bengal has no
with
hope
all those who have been informing you as far as the whereabouts of Sheikh Shah Jahan are concerned. Having said that, this really doesn't suit a chief minister who, as we all know, has been carried to victory in the 2021 West Bengal Assembly elections only because of the female electorate in your state.
Now, Akanksha, rather than going into whataboutery or a political speech, let me give you some names and numbers. Let me give you some names and numbers.
No, don't give me names. I just have a very simple question. Where is Sheikh Shah Jahan? Why has he not been arrested? It's a very basic question. We've been trying to answer it since 5th of January when he went absconding.
Akanksha, if you have made your mind, I cannot change it. But
you're not answering my question. Allow me to pose my question. Allow me to do my job.
I have heard your question. I have heard your question. Now, as the anchor of the show, allow me to give my answer. Shubhendu Adhikari, like Shaturupa ji said, that he has been given floating locations of Sheikh Shah Jahan. Now, do you know Sandeshkhali, this area, after the delimitation laws, falls under the 50 square kilometer of BSF rule? So is Shaturupa ji saying Shubhendu and BSF are equally incompetent? Now Shaturupa ji is blaming everything of Trinamool Congress. And I respect what Shaturupa ji is saying. And to increase my respect for her, I challenge Shaturupa ji with the same vigor that she is denouncing TMC. She sits here on your show and says, Bhushan Saran Singh is a molester and I don't support it. Third point. I will give you a name, Syria Parveen. She has been arrested by the West Bengal police. You know who she is? She is the BJP's Boshirhat female observer who has been masking herself from Shukanta Majumdar's car with the BJP state president on the bonnet of a car to every channel going and saying that I am a victim of atrocities, and she has been arrested because she is a member of BJP of Boshirhat making false narratives on TV. I am telling you on this channel, if a woman, Akanksha, let me be logical. If tomorrow any woman, any esteemed woman on your panel says, Riju Datta has harassed me sexually or Riju Datta has committed a crime, the first thing that needs to be done is the lady needs to go to a police station, file an FIR, and then the investigation starts. I, on your show, I humbly, with my folded hands, request the women of Sandeshkhali or whoever is there, that to file a written complaint against any atrocity committed against them to the governor, forget Trinamool Congress, to the governor, to the state women commission, to the national women commission. Why there is not a single complaint? And like BJP and CPM are saying that these atrocities have been going on for years, the women cannot speak. Okay, the women couldn't speak as per you. But
let me take my second last question from Saira before I end with Professor Bhatt's thoughts. Saira, for a chief minister who's always attacked the government at the center and other parties as well, for taking away the democracy's right or the right to protest freely. We've seen that happen in the national capital as recently as the farmers' protest as well. Well, the government at the center has allowed the farmers, they've allowed the wrestlers to protest. What do you make of this kind of duplicitousness and the hypocrisy when it comes to people protesting within her own state and trying to gain access to the victims?
See, it is very clear that the opposition leaders are the ones getting arrested and beaten up. Whoever's trying to enter Sandeshkhali. Now, for example, who got arrested? From the an ex-CPIM MLA, Mr. Narpado Sardar. He got arrested. Instead of rounding up Sheikh Shah Jahan and the other culprits in this whole, ghastly state of affairs, the opposition leaders are being, harassed and arrested and beaten up. So here, if Congress leaders are going, CPIM leaders are going, and whichever other opposition party leader is going, what is the, whole harassment about? Why is TMC getting intimidated? If women are getting harassed, as a woman chief minister, the first duty of our honorable CM should be to ensure that justice is meted out and the main culprits are booked. That is all. That is all the women are asking for. They're not asking you to deflect the matter. They're not asking you to engage in whataboutery. Simply resolve the issue, because now the scene is chaotic, as you can see from the visuals there.
Absolutely, and it is.
Things can just snowball into something bigger. So yes.
10 seconds, can I come in?
Sure, Riju, but 10 seconds means 10 seconds.
Yes, exactly 10 seconds. To all due respect to the ladies, a little homework should have been done. Apart from the ex-CPM MLA, the Uttam Sardar, the sitting Panchayat Pradhan of Trinamool Congress, has also been arrested and 17 others arrested. And lastly, like you said, Saira,
my question is the strong man, the kingpin, Sheikh Shah Jahan. Where is Sheikh Shah Jahan? Please do not hide in the defense of...
The main culprit is still absconding. That is a big question.
Please ask.
Where is Sheikh Shah Jahan? No. Riju, where is Sheikh Shah Jahan? You have no answers for that. when you're getting tip-offs about his whereabouts, the law enforcement in your state will not act accordingly to it. I mean, it's...
Why are you not listening to my answer?
The fact of the matter is, you're calling for the President's rule. You're calling for the President's rule. All right. Professor Bhatt, I just want to know from you, is patronizing local thugs becoming a standard template for the TMC, something we've seen with the Partha Chatterjee, something we've seen with the Jyotipriya Malik, and now with Sheikh Jahan, who's not even in the reach of ED, is extremely ironic. But what do you make of the TMC template?
Well, the TMC template has been the template of the CPIM, which they had inherited. And they are continuing with that, patronizing goons. And they are the ones, it seems, who are running the show. I mean, I'm rather surprised to see the condescending manner in which the TMC spokesperson is speaking, and it is rather belittling the plight of the woman of Sandeshkhali. It is rather strange, but it is today the Supreme Court has also agreed to take a PIL.
Absolutely. It has been listed already.
Yes,
Professor Bhatt, do you
already
think
been
it is
listed.
time for President's rule to finally prevail in West Bengal? A, B, should there be a more independent, transparent investigation? Is it time?
Absolutely, that is what is required.
What about Manipur, Professor
We know
Bhatt?
that
What about
these
Manipur?
women are not.
You are resorting to what about
They are not
Riju?
coming out and filing the
I'm just
FIR.
asking her a question.
When
Let
they
Geeta Bhatt
in
finish her
21 when TMC won the election, and after that when they went on a rampage, and the way the women of the opposition parties or related to the people who are working for the opposition, the way they were molested, and the way they were their dignity was disrobed. That already is in
Alright.
Supreme Court. There is already
Can I
a
ask
hearing
a
for that.
question,
But again,
Professor
there also, when the National Commission for Women and other agencies had gone,
All right.
they again faced the same situation. Women are scared of coming out because they know what kind of a justice the state police is going to give them. That is what is the
Professor Bhatt, do you
irony.
want President
And
rule in
for-
Manipur?
Well, Riju, the answer is very simple.
Everything has to come to
Bring
Supreme Court.
Sheikh Shah Jahan forward, give the women of Sandeshkhali justice, and I think the matter can be laid to rest.
There is not a
Because
single
remember,
complaint against Sheikh
not
Shah.
admitting a mistake is a bigger mistake. On that thought, I'd like to end this discussion. Many thanks to all our esteemed panelists for joining in.